Welcome to our two-part yoga series. My name is Brittany, and this is Justin. He's going to be guiding us through our practice. One can be done in a chair, like so, and the other is a standing series. Yoga is both a physical and a mental practice that has many applications for people living with diabetes. For instance, yoga has been shown to decrease blood sugars, increase the control of blood sugars, and decrease the amount of insulin required. Yoga also helps increase mobility, which is commonly affected in those with diabetes. But aside from the physical benefits, yoga also helps to decrease stress, depression, and anxiety, all of which play a role in diabetes management.
So this is a 15-minute yoga video. And always remember, yoga is not something to be mastered. It is simply a practice. So listen to your body. These postures are not meant to feel painful, but maybe just a little bit uncomfortable.
And please, at any time, if you start to feel lightheaded or experience any symptoms of low blood sugar, such as fatigue, dizziness, shakiness, sweatiness, or confusion, please stop what you're doing and seek evaluation.
Let's get started. So this series is meant to be done anywhere, even at work, in a chair. So once you find yourself a seat, you can sit all the way back in the chair, allowing the back to allow it to support you, or you can scoot towards the front and really use your core to hold yourself up. Make sure your feet are flat down on the ground beneath you. Rest your hands gently on your thighs, and then slowly bring your eyes to a close. And just breathe. And as you sit here, start to notice the expansion of your belly with every inhale. And notice it fall with your exhale. So with diabetes, there's a number of complications that can occur. One of those complications is autonomic dysfunction. And what that pretty much means is that your body can essentially lose its ability to control your heart rate. And that can lead to things like increased resting heart rate. So as you sit here, don't only notice your breath, but also notice your heartbeat. Notice how as you start to slow down your breath, your heart rate does the same. Really try to sit up nice and tall with every inhale. Sitting a little bit deeper, exhale. Last time, inhale. Slowly exhale. Nice, and slowly blink your eyes to open. Nice. So we're going to start with a seated mountain pose on the inhale. Reach your hands up above your head. And notice if you start to draw your shoulder blades up towards your ear, allow them to slide back down your back. And then rotate your pinkies in toward one another to allow space between your shoulder blades. Really try to sit up nice and tall. Your core is engaged. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. One more inhale to reach. And then forward fold, exhale. Reach your hands down towards your feet. Now really focus on trying to draw your chest towards your thighs, but most importantly, instead of leaving your head up, really feeling tension in the back of your neck, allow it to fall between your knees and feel space between your cervical vertebrae, the vertebrae that are in your back of your neck. And just stay here for a few breaths. Maybe rock a little side to side, whatever feels good. Really feel that opening sensation in your low spine. And just breathe. And then slowly rise one vertebrae at a time back to seated mountain pose. Inhale. This time lifted back bend, exhale, cactus your arms, lift your chest up towards the sky. Really feel that opening sensation in your heart. Stay for another breath. Back to mountain pose, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Nice, we're gonna flow through that 2 more times. Mountain pose, inhale. Lifted back bend, exhale. Mountain pose, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Mountain pose, last time, inhale, sit up tall. Lifted back bend, really open up your chest. Mountain pose, inhale. Last forward fold, exhale. Stay here for a few breaths, relax your neck. Slowly rise again, mountain pose, inhale, come back up. This time, release your right hand down by your side. You can rest it down all the way by your side or rest it gently onto your right thigh. Use your inhale to reach up through your left fingertips. Exhale, seated side bend, reach over to your right. And instead of crunching down into the right side of your body, really imagine there's a huge log on your right side, so you're lifting up and over, and find that space on your left side body. Try to draw your left shoulder blade back, your right shoulder forward to open up your heart. Using every inhale to lengthen. Exhale to go a little deeper. One more time, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Slowly inhale back to center, both hands up. And then this time, release your right hand down. Find that same spot you did on the other side. You can rest on your thigh. Use your inhale to reach. Exhale to fold over to the left. Nice. Once again, really try to open up your heart up towards the ceiling a little bit. Still keeping your core engaged, finding equal space on both sides. Inhale. Exhale to go a little deeper. Last time, inhale to lengthen. And exhale, let it go. All right, slowly inhale back to center. Exhale your hands down to your side or your knees. Moving into a seated twist. Place your left hand to the outside of your left knee. And you can either drop your right hand down by your side or kind of grasp the chair just gently. Use your inhale to reach the crown of your head, the top of your head up towards the sky. Exhale, turn toward the back of your chair, drawing your gaze over your right shoulder. Every inhale as you reach up, it kind of creates space in between your vertebrae, allowing you to twist just a little bit deeper. You can really use the force of your left hand against your right knee to help you go a little deeper. Nice, stay here for a few breaths. Really rinsing out and twisting our internal organs. And slowly exhale, let it go, come back to center. Going to the other side, right hand to the outside of your left knee. Left hand down by your side. Inhale to reach the crown of your head up. Exhale, gaze over your left shoulder towards the back of your chair. Let it go. Nice. Once again, try to find that space between your vertebrae. Inhale. Exhale to twist just a little bit deeper. Really rinsing out. Imagining our spine is like a rag that we're twisting and wringing out all the water. Last breath. And slowly exhale, come back to center. Nice, our next posture, we're gonna work on opening up through our hips just a little bit. It may be useful to scoot back just a tad bit into your chair. And once you find a good, comfortable spot, we're going to try to draw our right ankle up onto our left knee. Now, I know that might not be possible in everybody's body, and that's okay. We'll go through a few options. So if you can use the back support if you need to. Draw your right ankle up and over your left knee, just like so. And like I said, there is an option if that's not able to be done in your body, and that's okay. You can draw your right ankle to right about your left, midway up your left shin, and you can use your hands to kind of hold your foot there. Really try to extend out through your arms instead of hunching forward. Really sit up nice and tall and make this as comfortable as possible. And once you find that comfortable spot, really sit up tall. And the idea is to kind of draw your right knee down toward the earth. You can even help it out just a little bit by pressing downward. And really feeling that inside opening sensation of your right thigh. Nice, here for just a few breaths, using every inhale. Exhale to go just a little bit deeper. This is called seated pigeon. And slowly release your right foot back down to the ground, and then go into the other side. Maybe roll out your ankles. Try to draw your left ankle up and over onto your right knee this time. Again, you can keep it here, or if that's not feeling comfortable or it's not possible right now, you can draw it to about midway down your right shin. But if it is, try to draw it all the way up and sit up nice and tall. Again, try to draw your left knee down toward the mat, or excuse me, the ground. Sit up nice and tall. And one thing to kind of help protect your knee, try to flex your left toes back towards your knee to kind of protect you from moving into an awkward position that can compromise the stability of your knee. And just stay here for a few breaths, feeling that opening sensation on the inside of your left thigh. See if you can come back to your breath. And slowly release your left foot back down to the earth. And then moving into our last little series. This is called Seated Cobra, forehead to knee. So to start, interlace your fingers around your right knee. Try to draw your right knee a little bit closer to your chest. Use your inhale to sit up tall. Exhale, begin to draw your forehead down to your knee. Now this is going to look different in everybody's body. If you like Brittany, finding that forehead to knee connection is pretty easy, but for me, a little bit less flexible. Just sitting here, I'm already starting to feel that sensation along my low back, so just holding here. Try to draw your chin a little closer to your chest, maybe reaching a little bit further, but finding the sensation of drawing forehead to knee and knee to forehead. Stay for another breath. And slowly let that go. And then going to the other side. Interlace your fingers around your left knee. Sit up tall to start. Inhale. Exhale, start to round forward. Drawing your chin to your chest, your forehead to your knee. Now from side to side, this may look a little different. You may be able to go a little deeper or not as deep. And once again, that's okay. Feeling that nice rounding sensation in your spine as you arch your back, going a little deeper for your exhale. Staying for one more breath cycle. And slowly exhale, release your left foot back down to the earth. Nice. So now we're going to close out class with a little bit of a seated meditation. Make sure again that your feet are nice and flat down on the ground. Place your hands on your thighs. Sit up nice and tall. And bring your eyes back to a close. And just breathe. Try to focus on your breath and try to find this little seated meditation. Now, if you start to notice your mind wandering toward whatever you thought about before this practice or what you may have to do after, if you want to try to draw yourself back to this present moment, focus on your breath. Trace every inhale in and every exhale out. Here for a few breaths. you can stay here in your seated meditation, or if you'd like to move on into the rest of your day, start to bring tiny little wiggles and movements into your wrists, your ankles, your fingers, your toe. And draw your hands to heart center. Let's come to our breath together as a class. Take a big inhale. Open mouth, exhale. And I want to leave you with something as you take your practice out of your chair and into the rest of your day. Remember that you are greater than your highs and your lows. Slowly bowing forward. Namaste.
Namaste. Please remember that anytime you are doing any physical activity, it is important to stay well hydrated and drink lots of water. Here is a quick summary of the benefits of regular yoga practice on diabetes. There's a decrease in blood sugar both fasting and after meals, an increase in blood sugar control, decrease of hemoglobin A1C, reduction of fall risk by an increase in both balance and mobility, decrease of chronic physical, emotional, and mental stress, which has been linked to insulin resistance, glucose intolerance, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and other related conditions. Anti-inflammatory effects, an increase in insulin sensitivity by increasing the uptake of sugar out of the blood and into the muscles by actively using your muscles. And it offers a great fitness alternative that is a slow, static type of exercise for people with limited joint mobility, capsulitis, or those that live a sedentary lifestyle.